Viewed as a Whitehall.
Yeah. John Persson is lofting the lines for the two boats that you just saw under construction previously. This is what goes into lofting, the preliminary work for building a boat. The lines have been transferred from a drawing to now full size. The drawing was made first from a half hull. So is this the bow section you're doing?
I'm doing the stern right now.
Oh, that's the stern. Okay. Okay. So that's about your midship?
Yeah, it'd be right in the station right here.
Okay.
So it's just about in the middle.
Yeah. So the line you're drawing now, then you trace that with a compass in about an inch?
Subtracting the thickness of the stringers.
Now we move on to Cligocell construction. We're building in this picture a multi-hull. This is one of the hulls over a form on a strong back, and Cligocell is very strong foam which can be easily shaped by heating. The Clig form on the side here, which is one of the hulls for this multi-hull, has been covered with two layers of fiberglass fibers. One is chopped layer in the bottom nearest the Cligocell, and then the outer layer is called biaxial cloth and coated with well saturated resin. It is a sandwich. The Cligocell is between two layers of fiberglass on the outside and two layers of fiberglass on the inside. Each seam is bonded with Bondo. The seams must be 1/8 of an inch wide to accept enough Bondo to get a bond in there. Rick Persson is now measuring up a piece to cut out. He is going to cut out a rectangle with a ordinary sheetrock cutting knife and a straight edge. This Cligocell is very easy material to work with. There are several densities and thicknesses available. In this hull, wherever there are stress points, the color of the foam is a very light. This is a denser type of foam which can take greater stress than the gray foam. Now he is cutting, and it's just like cutting thick cardboard. You make several cuts. Now they are C-clamping it onto the form. They're going to heat this foam up with a heat gun. When they get it up to about 160 Fahrenheit, it will it will bend very nicely. Rick is now evenly heating this piece where he wants it to bend. They will bend it when it's ready. They can tell by feel. If you try to bend this foam when it's cold, it just snaps in half. So they heat it a little bit more, and then it will just gently make the bend. So now it will gradually just lay over the foam, and they can do complex curves with this foam just by evenly and gently heating it. There's no such thing as a boat without complex curves. Usually you find when you're trying to build a boat, no matter how simple it is, it always has a complex curve somewhere. Now Rick is screwing the foam in place with sheetrock screws. These screws have just enough downward holding pressure to keep the foam nicely in place. If they release the holds on the foam, it'll just simply flatten right back out again. So it has to be held firmly into place. These are the Bondo filled seams. This is just the rough bondoing. This is what it looks like after it has been sanded off with a 1/2-inch drive rotary grinder. This is just rough finishing. Here's the grinder. You can see how it's quite easy to just sand it off. Of course, you want to be careful not to take off a lot of foam as well. Rick also will go back.
Pools.
Wow.
If you were to put this over the heat, it would start to straighten out again.
Amazing.
Especially on the bigger curve, you don't see any real compression or any real change in the foam.
Here they're saturating the chopped fiberglass cloth with resin. It's simply applied on with a paintbrush. Here is the roller, and this is how it is used to work out the trapped air beneath the surface. The grooves in the roller release the air and push the resin into the fibers. This is biaxial being rolled out. And now it will take them 4 minutes to saturate this with resin and have it all rolled out so that there's no air trapped beneath this. Good penetration of resin, of course, is the very important factor for the strength of the boat. And you can see by the color where there is and where there isn't resin. And with the roller, they will get all the air out of it. Here's the roller. So this worked. Cligocell construction. We're building in this picture a multi-hull. This is one of the hulls over a form on a strong back, And Cligocell is very strong foam, which can be easily shaped by heating.